Outrage. 5 teenagers standing on the shore of a Florida lake mocking and cursing a man drowning and crying out for help. 4 days later, police officers in Cocoa pulled the body of Jamel Dunn from the water. That video has many asking the question, shouldn't the teens have jumped in to help instead of recording their taunts on a cell phone? Peter Bernard is on the night beat in Clearwater with the story. And Peter, you discovered the law in Florida is very clear on this. What they did may be cruel, but it's not criminal.
Yeah, and some are thinking that law needs to be changed. Let's say you come upon someone who's drowning in a lake, another body of water like I have behind me. Morally, you feel like you should jump in and help, but guess what? The law says you don't have to.
We not finna help y'all. You
shouldn't have got in. Bro, drowning, what the heck?
July 9th in Cocoa, Florida, 5 teens notice a man pleading for help in the middle of a lake.
Y'all don't understand.
One of them continues to record as the man, later identified as Jamel Dunn, flails in vain to stay afloat.
Laughed at him, told him that they weren't going to help him, they weren't going to rescue him.
4 days later, police recovered his body.
The outrage that everyone feels is you feel like there should be severe penalties.
Well-known Clearwater criminal defense attorney Roger Futerman watched the video. He tells me while most would agree you should have to help, he says the law doesn't require that.
There's really no law in Florida that makes you have a duty to render aid.
The victim's fiance is furious.
How could nothing in your heart tell you not to do anything when someone's crying out for help?
But the teens aren't off the hook. They're being charged with an obscure misdemeanor.
But they had an immediate duty to know, to let someone know, law enforcement or a treating physician, that, hey, that we just saw the death.
Cold, callous, reprehensible, all of the above.
In this case, if they'd have gone in there, they could have saved this boy's life.
And oddly enough, there's an exception to the rule. Roger Futerman told me about this. If an owner of a boat or a ship comes upon somebody who needs help, they have to help them. It's the maritime law. That kicks in. It's a federal law. But if you're standing on dry land, it doesn't apply. Keith?
Now, those boys are going to have to live with that the rest of their lives, though. Crime or not, it's still in their memory banks. Peter Bernard on the Night Beat. Thank you.